Eccoci.
Ciao, ciao.
Eccoci, ciao a
Hello,
tutti.
everybody.
Hello everybody, buonasera a tutti. Come state? How are you? This is the most beautiful place in Florence. We are here in Piazzale Michelangelo.
Wow.
Bellissimo, mamma?
Unbelievable. A day to remember.
So, what we're gonna make today here from this rooftop, and before we start, we need to thank our dear friends Rosemary and Sam.
Thank you, Rosemary.
Thank you,
Thank
Rosemary.
you,
Thank
Sam.
you so much.
Thank you.
To give us the opportunity to use the rooftop here at Piazzale Michelangelo. So, today we're gonna make what?
Frittata con le erbe, presumably the way Dante would have eaten it.
Oh, very interesting, very interesting. So, like always, let's introduce the team. The director, cameraman, Mauro Marras.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
The one and only star in the whole universe, Sharon.
Whoa!
And last but not least, Chef Alessandro Gargani.
Why?
Grazie, thank you so much, thank you so much.
Grazie.
So at this point, Mauro is going behind the camera, and me and my mom are gonna start cooking. Ok? So, ci vediamo dopo Mauro, va bene?
Ok,
A dopo.
Grazie.
Divertitevi.
dopo.
Ok.
Siamo qua.
Alright, so here we go. And before we start, I would like to introduce my city. A little bit. There's so many things to introduce, but like, you know, walk from here you see, and it's the most beautiful things ever. So behind me, of course, you see the Majesty, the Duomo. Then you see Palazzo Vecchio. Then you see Santa Croce. If you go and you look over there, you see the stadium, that is something very important for me, but you see also the most beautiful hill here in Florence, Fiesole, where the Etruscan were living way before the Romans came here to found the city of Florencia. Then if you look right over there, also a very special church is the San Miniato a Monte. San Miniato a Monte this year it's very important because we are celebrating 1,000 years. So happy birthday San Miniato. And also, last but not least, we have La Torre di Bigaldo over there. Bellissima. It's like, you know, medieval, Renaissance, all the history. But anyway, after this little geography, let's go back and start cooking. Vero mamma?
Okay, we're gonna start.
Very good, very good. I'm so happy that you guys are enjoying the view as much as we're doing.
We are so happy to be up here. You have no idea. We're going to have a magnificent sunset afterwards, and this is a very special place. So when the places are so special, when the history and the beauty is so much, what are we going to cook? The simplest thing we could, because that's the beauty. Simplicity is the beauty. So first I'll show you the ingredients are herbs and
Eccole qua.
garlic.
So which kind of herbs do we have,
Well,
Mom?
today you can really do with anything. Today we have from our little balcony garden in Via Cavour in Firenze,
Sweet.
fresh mint, sage, basil. I also bought, are some chives and some wild fennel fronds. You can really do this with anything. The original recipe alle erbe is for foragers. People would forage in the countryside, wild borage, wild asparagus, wild anything. Then we'll have olive oil, salt and pepper, and eggs. Now, the better the egg, the better the frittata.
Very true.
So you want to use free-range eggs. When the hens are happy, they lay better eggs and they taste better. Okay, so let's start.
Very good. Let's start, Mama.
Okay, we're going to start by just chopping up some garlic.
We always like garlic.
This I'm not going to really chop. I'm going to do fine slices.
Here I have the extra virgin olive oil.
We might even have the garlic blowing away with the wind up here. But
Yeah, it's windy, but that's the beauty of live on a roof.
because it's very, very hot in Florence today.
Oh my God, it smells so good, this garlic.
I know, you can smell from here that, well, first of all, the perfume that comes from all the trees in bloom. We've got wisteria, we've got the carob trees are in bloom, the linden trees are in bloom.
So now what you need, Mom? You need some oil in the pan?
A little bit of oil in the pan.
Eccolo qua, guardate
Well,
bello.
not a little bit. You know the saying, salt like a wise man, vinegar like somebody who's very stingy, and oil like you're crazy out of your mind.
So
Go
let's
ahead.
get crazy like in my mind.
Oh,
Oh,
it's
bellissimo, vai!
Wait a little bit more, sweetheart.
Ma la facciamo un pochino less crazy.
Okay.
Vai, mettiamola sul fuoco.
This is going on. We're going to get the...
So right now we're using an electric stove, and we have the heat on maximum. So we want to give the heat to the pan so the garlic can start to cook and brown. Okay?
And I'm chopping up these herbs as they're
Let me try, Sandra.
blowing
Let me
away.
try, Sandra. Che cos'è questa? What is this?
This is
Let me try.
chives, erbe cipollina.
Erba cipollina.
It sounds so much lovelier in Italian. Erbe cipollina.
È buonissima, buonissima. Bene, poi che ci sa?
Then we're going to go with the fennel fronds.
Vai con il finocchio. Guarda bello.
This gives the most wonderful flavor ever. You just chop up the whole thing very tender. If you're using herbs that you forage, let's say dandelion leaves or whatever, you would probably have to blanch them before sauteing them in the oil because they would be a little bit tough. But these are all young, tender.
Okay, listen, while you're doing the herbs, I'm gonna start to crack the eggs. So she's cutting the herbs and I'll help her cracking the eggs. Very simple task, cracking the eggs.
Can you do that?
Yes, I'll
You
try.
think so?
It's very windy.
No. I'm just getting the mint off
Alright.
here.
So all these herbs, what is gonna happen when they cook in the pan?
Oh, it's just going to be an explosion of flavor. An explosion.
Guarda belle queste uova, they are like, nice, beautiful color. And explain why is this color?
Well, the color is very important because it's what you feed the hens. Now, in Italy, chickens must be fed only cereals, only grains. It's one of the great agricultural laws that they have in this country. I'm very proud of that. And this is what gives them this beautiful orangey, intense color. Now you notice that we're using brown eggs. The difference between brown eggs and white eggs is only the different breed of chicken. Let's say leghorn chickens lay white eggs. Other chickens lay brown eggs. Not necessarily is a brown egg better or worse than a white egg. Where you get your eggs, white or brown, it's going to be good.
Okay, Mama, look.
Okay.
Now the garlic, look, it's getting the heat from the oil and it's slowly
blonding.
blonding. That's what I
We
want
have
to say.
to remember, never brown your garlic. Blonde it. Of course, the Italians like anything blonde. I know as a young woman when I was here in 1970.
Blonde. So now what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna put salt into the eggs. Eccolo là, un po' di sale. Mettiamo sale quanto basta, as much as we need it. So now I can smell really the garlic coming out from the pan. And
Yeah,
we're gonna
look.
add also some pepper, okay? Pepper from Piazzale
I mean,
Michelangelo.
a nice touch could be a fresh green chili, too, to give it a little bit of
Anyway, so now look at the pan now. My mom is gonna put the herbs inside the pan. Look at this beautiful marrow, look. One.
More than anything, you can smell it.
Oh, now is the time. Now is the time where the herbs are going.
Oh,
Oh, they're blowing in the wind.
the answer, my open.
They want to escape from the pan, but we're gonna trap them because we have oil inside. Sorry guys, we are hungry. We want to have un
This
bel
will
panino alla
just
frittata.
be an absolute few minutes. We're almost there. These are absorbing a lot of the oil, so I'm going to add a little bit more.
Vai con la frittata.
Crazy out of your mind.
Guarda belli, arancioni.
Oh my gosh, this is...
These eggs have the color of the sunset that very soon we will join here from Piazzale Michelangelo.
Okay, just a second. Smell this.
Fammi sentire. Siamo in campagna, we are like in the countryside here. It's like smell of the nature. Beautiful.
Okay. At this point, you've noticed that Alessandro has just barely beaten together. You don't want to fluff them up too much.
Bravo,
you want them
Alessandro.
just slightly, and then we're going to pour this over.
Eccolo il momento più bello di tutti, the most beautiful time.
There we go. And we just want it to barely set. Of course, what do we need to go with the frittata? We need some bread. Bread is fundamental in this country. If you don't have bread on the table, you may as well not even bother to cook. You need bread. And
Without
bread
bread.
bread can be the plate. In fact, for poor people, it was the plate. We're using a Tuscan loaf made from you can smell it, this is unbelievable, from antique varietals of wheat. You can get these in special bakeries here in Florence. So you go ahead and cut
Bene.
2 slices and divide them
So
into...
I completely agree with my mom. Unfortunately, I can't eat without bread. There's like few things that you can't. I don't eat with bread. There's like pasta. But if there is a yummy sauce at the end of the pasta, la scarpetta with a little piece of bread, it's like a must. So let's say that bread is really what in Tuscany we love so much. And we have bread that has no salt. And why?
Well, there's a
Thank
great
you.
story about that, because during the 1100s, the Republic of Pisa and the Republic of Florence were at war for decades, and Pisa controlled the salt industry on this side of the Apennines and raised the taxes so high that the Florentine Republic was forced to not use as much salt. Now, they still needed it to salt fish and meat to preserve it, but they found they could easily make bread with no salt at all. And then that just continued for centuries. The rest of the Italians, though, say it's because the Florentines are so tight with their money that as soon as they found a way to save, they were going to go through with that forever.
And that's important also because in Tuscany we eat saporito. Saporito for many people, unfortunately, it's salty. But the reason why our food, our sauces, our meats are a little bit higher in salt is because we have the bread without the salt. So when you combine the two things together, you don't have too much saltiness.
It balances it out. And think that the old-fashioned word for meal was companatico,
Brava.
which literally means with bread. And that was the word for meal. Anyway, look here.
Guarda, vieni a vedere Mauro, look, piano piano, slowly, the heat is of course doing its job.
I'm just moving it a little bit around
Guarda
so
bella.
the egg will go under the sides. Now, we like our omelet a little bit creamy and a little gooey. If you like it cooked well, the eggs cooked well, you cook it a little bit longer. And one way to do this, just I'm tipping it all over. And this is our first experience with this little electrical stove. It's like being in the campground.
Yeah, but we are so excited because as you understand that we want to bring you to special places in Florence.
I'm just going to taste it.
Since, oh my gosh, she can't wait.
I can't wait.
Since
Okay.
unfortunately you can't come here, we'll show you around as much as possible. So next time you come, we will be next to each other again with no problem hugging, va bene? So for now we have an electric stove and we're gonna try to cook in the most craziest places, maybe in the street, under a bridge, who knows? But now we have a toy, so we're gonna try to make you, having a good time watching these, like, funny videos. But we want you to learn what we're doing because that's our main goal, to teach you how to cook. Eccola,
Okay.
guarda la frittata piano
This
piano.
is beautiful.
Bella.
At this point, if you want to cook it a little longer, you can simply, where did that spoon go to that we had? He was
Ta-da.
hiding it from me. We'll just not cover it completely, but just give it a little bit that it simmers and the eggs will all come together. I think we're looking good.
Okay, so here I slice my bread, va bene? And very soon we're gonna put a nice slice of that frittata inside. Boom! And we're gonna eat it together in Firenze dai piazzale Michelangelo.
And what a place to have a sandwich.
Well, I know doing these videos is hard work, but it's so much a pleasure. So we feel very lucky because where we are and what we eat, So thank you for letting us doing these videos. The more you like us, the more we're gonna make them. Vediamo?
Okay, it's ready.
No, guarda bella,
It's
fammi
just
sentire.
look at the color. I mean, look
No.
at this color.
Guarda
So
bella.
you can do the honors. Look how it's just. So you see, you need that much oil to be able to. I mean, that is gorgeous. I wouldn't cook it anymore. We want it a little bit creamy.
Si lascia un minutino, a little, 1 minute more, so we can have a little chat. So anyway, we have some cheese here, Parmigiano cheese, 24 months old at least, because it's important to have an aged Parmigiano. If you like it, you grate it on top of it.
Or want me to do that? Should we slice some on top?
I think it's a good idea. Vai, facciamolo, vai.
Okay. Make room here.
Vai,
Give me
facciamo
a
un po' di...
place.
Vai,
We're
alla
just
vecchia
gonna-
maniera, old fashion. Vai, buttagliene sopra. Brava mamma. Parmigiano, reggiano, uova e erbe.
Oh,
And some
yeah.
bread. That's Dante's meal. Ready to go and make poems.
Okay.
Grande Dante.
Wait.
Vada
You
bella.
have to see this. And
Vai,
at
ora
this
si
point,
mangia,
okay, at this point,
Vai, via, ora si
let's
mangia.
just 1 second.
1 second, so we have a nice
1
family.
second.
A nice family portrait with my mom. Oh my God, thank you for following us, everybody.
Thank
it's
you,
really a
everybody.
pleasure. We want to remind you that all our videos, of course, are free. But if you like them and you like our contents, there is the button donation, and you can help us survive in this time and make us make more videos for you. Frittata
Okay,
è pronta,
ready?
eccola, prenda la frittatina. Via, allora si fa
Okay,
così. Let's
here
do
you
like
go.
this. We're gonna cut it. Intanto si spenge il fuoco.
Yeah, already done.
Bravissima.
Already done.
Si taglia in due, guarda.
Oh my gosh.
Poi la si ritaglia così,
Let me move it out of the way.
poi si ritaglia così, va bene? Poi la si ritaglia così. Questa si taglia così. Poi se la ripiglia, like this, guarda, eccola. Via! Pronta la roba? Firenze, ci siamo? Non sono
Yeah, si
turisti.
mangia.
E si mette qui, uno, ra.
Here, I'll
Okay.
bring that to you.
Poi gli si rimette quest'altra qui, bam, e poi guarda, lascia un attimo giù mamma, hold on 1 second, eccola l'ultima,
Wow.
eccola qua, guarda bella, grazie te, bellissima. Ok guys, so, boom, boom, boom.
Here's our plate.
Ok, now anche Mauro is gonna try the dish as always, as tradition. So he's gonna leave the camera there, and he's coming to try the frittata alle erbe alla Dante. Guarda bella.
Here we go.
Eh?
Commovente, ragazzi, commovente,
Grazie.
bellissimo. Commovente questa
My
frittata.
guys.
Grazie,
Grazie.
Sharon.
Thank you.
Ok,
Mauro.
grazie Ale.
Allora, facciamo un brindisi.
Commovente.
Now we're gonna do a toast
Oh,
with the
wow.
frittata. A Firenze.
A Firenze.
Firenze.
To Florence.
To Florence.
Bellissimo.
Mm.
Wow,
Bravo Dante.
Oh my goodness.
grazie.
It's too good.
Favoloso.
Mm.
Isn't it lovely? You
The
can-
garlic, guys. You can taste the garlic.
Yeah, and then you have a hint of the mint. You can taste the strongness of the sage. I think sage comes from the Latin word salvo,
Buonissimo.
which means safe. It was used as a medicament. It was a medicinal herb.
Ma fame.
Buonissimo.
Basilico comes from the Greek word which means regal.
Sorry.
Mauro's joking on his
No.
sandwich. No.
La fare
Okay.
ispirare.
Okay.
You're okay.
Sorry.
Maybe you
No,
need a
you're okay.
glass
Is
of
it-
wine.
Yeah, okay, perfect. Thank
So
you.
anyway,
Oh, wait, Laddie, I need another bite.
Buonissima, davvero.
this is a very good frittata. It doesn't cost anything. The flavor, it's like being in an open field in the countryside, and you lay down and you smell all the fresh herbs around you, and now you have in your mouth. So it was a very, very good recipe. Please do it as well at home, okay?
And keep following us because we're, excuse me, I've got the frittata all over me. I like it so much, it's all over me. Keep following us, and we're going to come up with more ideas and more beautiful stories from our lovely city.
Ciao a tutti!
Un bacione da Firenze!
Ci vediamo presto!
Ciao!
Ciao, grazie! Ora vi faccio vedere un po' di
Ciao.
Firenze, ancora un pochino per bene.
Oh, go around the panorama. Too beautiful. I'll keep finishing.
Vai Firenze al tramonto!
No, too gorgeous.
Sunset in Florence, guys.
Beautiful. It's like it's a painting.